Hey yo everyone, hope everyone's doing great today. I bring to you another Warhammer video. My last two videos have been doing super great and I'm glad that everyone's finding them interesting and I hope everyone's finding them informative. So today we're going to review another Dark Angels. This is the last of the four Dark Angels Dark Angels Intercessors that JoyToy has made. I'm hoping more come in the future because there's three of them that look very similar, and this is the only one that looks different. Only given due to the heraldry plate and some of the sword right there on his forehead. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So this is the box right here. You already know it comes with the saran wrap, plastic film. I know I messed myself up there in my last video, but yes, plastic film. Bring it around back. You obviously see the JoyToy fashion. Some quick snapshots of the figure itself, different poses. So I believe after this video, I won't have any more JoyToy figures to review. I am waiting on some more JoyToys on Big Bad to come out. I have my eye on some Sons of Horus figures, but apparently those aren't going to come out till maybe next month or maybe the month following. So time will tell, but I will be letting you know once I get those in. So let's open this box up and see what we have. Alrighty, so this is what we have in the box. And straight off the bat, you see some nice accessories here. You see the chainsword, a holstered pistol there, the jetpack, the shotgun or the bolter shotgun, the bolter pistol, and some nice variety of hands there. So we'll take this out the plastic and get a closer look. Alright, starting off with the accessories, we have the chainsword. Just like the other chainsword we had with the Castellan figure. It's pretty much the exact same. You have the golden skull there, the gunmetal motor here, and the basic plastic red. And you can see some rustic weathering there. Yeah, overall this is a really nice sword overall. So you'll see a little bit of overspray there, but that's no problem. Yeah, nice. You have a holstered pistol with a purity seal. I do wish the purity seal was a much a brighter red. I do have a purity seal pin, and it's phenomenal. It's kind of a smaller version of what it is in the tabletop game, but I feel like the red could be a little bit more pop there. But yeah, see some gunmetal there, some brown molding there. Moving on to the bolter pistol. It's always a fun addition to have with the any Space Marine. And if I'm aware, the clip comes out. I mean, when we'll ever have that, I don't know, but it's a good, fun little addition to have. Just put it back in. Guys know. See some gunmetal here along the handle and the back of the pistol itself, and the clip there. Some red here down the barrel. I do wish JoyToy though does provide some blasting effects. That'd be so awesome to have, but I know there's some people out there that do 3D print those, so you can get those on Etsy, which I still have yet to do. But yeah. You have the bolter shotgun, and this just looks massive. Looks way too cool. See some gunmetal there, some gunmetal here, and you can actually see some rust weathering there, kind of glare it there, as long as here as well. I'm so happy that they even painted the rivets of the shotgun itself. That's real nice. The golden skull with wings. Although the magazine does not come out, which is kind of a bummer, but I mean, not too much of a big deal. This little strap does come off with a little bit of a tug. There you go. Although this is glued on, So I don't really know why they added that. If it comes off, why would this piece come off? So, oh well. Not like I'll ever be taking that off. Sweet. Then we have the jetpack. So the jetpack's real nice. These thrusters do move. And even the jetpack itself has rust weathering there. Some, I want to say, brushed gunmetal paint here. Gives it a very unique design. Kind of see some rust there. If I can angle it right. And even the rivets here are painted gunmetal. It's real cool. Oops. Yeah, it's a nice jetpack. Last but not least, we'll move on to the hands. This is the open left palm hand. It's kind of weird to have just one, but I don't really see an issue. They did, with the new versions of the JoyToy figures, they did do a holding grip hand for the underbarrel of any weapon that person is using, or Space Marine. So they took this out and they moved to a new mold, which it's okay, but I do like this design because it's very versatile. You can have a Space Marine kind of reaching out, or lending a hand kind of hand. But yeah, I mean, it's a bummer that they didn't use the same mold here. All right, you do get a pair of both the left and right hand trigger. The right hand is on the figure itself, and the left grip hand is on the figure itself as well. So right here we have the right hand. It's real nice, solid piece too. Very soft, so it's very malleable, but it's not hard enough where you have to tear it open to hold anything, which I do love about JoyToy. Then lastly, the last pair of hands are the fists. These fists are, they're basic. Not too much complaining there. Yeah, there's not really much to talk about these. They're just a real nice addition to have for any figures, stoically posing for any reason. Yeah. All right, so we have the figure in hand. First impressions, solid. You can see some weathering on the belt here, the knee pads here and here, along with the chest area, especially on the skull and wings. So we'll start from the top, work our way down. Starting out with the helmet, it is very nice. You can see a little bit of weathering here amongst the, I want to say, mohawk of the helmet. I'm sure that I'm sure it's used for something, but I'll consider it a mohawk for now. Some weathering there on the gunmetal breathing tubes. A little bit on the bottom of the vents. Kind of see that there. This head is sitting on a dumbbell joint, so if you want to pose it a certain way, you can move it forward, and it moves that much. Move it back, it moves that much. It's very minute, but it makes a huge difference when it comes to posing the figure. So I'm glad that JoyToy does provide that ability with these figures. So moving on to the right pauldron. This is the second assault squad. So this figure would be from the second assault squad amongst the other two JoyToy figures for the Dark Angels. Moving to this side, we can see the Dark Angel symbol, the sword and wings, accompanied with a heraldry plate. So this is the one of two figures from the Dark Angels that has a heraldry plate. The Blade Guard veteran does have one, but it's mounted on the chest and it's not movable. This one does not move. and you can see where it's glued on to the base of the pauldron itself. So if you do ever break that, you can obviously tell, you can just stick it back on. These pauldrons do unfortunately have a flange connection, so each pauldron is going to be different, but this is the only figure that I have that's have this of a severe problem. I haven't figured out a way to fix it. It's not too bad, although it is annoying when I try to move it. It'll just move back and it just looks awkward. This one stays in place, but with this one's, tugged all the way to the back of the figure, it just looks a little awkward. Moving on to the arms. This arm does have bicep swivel, along with this side as well. Double elbow joints. Can kind of see it. Gonna have to move it around. I'll move it around later. But trust me, it does have double elbow joints. The wrist also sit on a double dumbbell joint, so you can get really good range of motion. Can have it like that, or move it to the side like that. And this, I want to say, it helps with holding accessories. So if you have a shotgun or a pistol and you want them moving a certain way, you can most definitely have that with these joints here. Moving on to the chest, gets that much range. This is actually the most range I've ever gotten, but most of them usually doesn't have any crunch, unfortunately. You can see the doubled the ball joint in there, but moving it forward, you don't really get that. That's unfortunate. I believe this might be the only figure. I haven't bought a second one of this one, so I could be wrong. Could be just mine. Moving down, you have it's a free moving waist here. I'm not too sure what you would call this. It's because you can see the crotch area there, but it's free forming, not free forming, but it moves anywhere it goes. See a holstered, an unholstered pistol there. See some relic here, some patches here, or little carry, maybe for his snacks. Put a little bit of a Twinkies in there. These do come off, so if you ever do want a figure that looks nice and clean, you can just pop these off. This figure gets this much leg motion. It's kind of extending the plastic there, but that's how much it has. Double knee joints, both sides. And it sits on a ball joint ankle. Not a lot of possibility there given how big these knee shin guards are. And toe articulation. So it's real nice. I'll put some accessories on this figure and I'll give my conclusions. Alright, my final thoughts. This is a really nice figure to have with your Dark Angels. It's different, very different given this Helltree plate. I love this piece here. I do wish a lot more Dark Angel figures have that, but I can see why they don't. It's, maybe costs a little bit more to produce something like this. Maybe there's some more reasons why that I don't have the answers to. But yeah, this figure is really nice. It has really nice quality. It has really nice accessories. I do love that they added a chainsword, a bolter pistol, a bolter shotgun, and a variety of hands. Usually what you get with the Space Marines, you get one melee weapon and one either bolter pistol or bolter shotgun. You never really get both. but overall, it's really nice. My only complaints with the figure itself are the pauldrons. The pauldrons are on a flange design, and it just makes it very, not fragile, but very loose. This figure in particular, unfortunately, has a very loose pauldron on the right hand or the right shoulder, and it just makes it very hard to pose it when you want this to be aligned with the arm itself, or at least with the bicep. I do want them to move to a ball joint, but I don't know how better that would work with the figure in terms of, motion. I hope they have a design update rather sooner rather than later. But yeah, I mean, if I wanted to give this a scale, I would say an 8.5 out of 10. The what's holding us back is the pauldron itself. It's just annoying to deal with. Every time you pose it, it starts to move back. But maybe I just need to get used to it. It's, just quite annoying to see. Before I end the video, I wanted to give y'all a kind of a warning. For next week, I'll be doing a different style video. I will not be reviewing a toy, but I will be talking about upcoming toy news. So, yeah, I'll be talking about stuff that I have on pre-order or figures that are on pre-order, and even some more JoyToy talk. I'm very interested to see what people have to say about, their favorite Legions or their favorite JoyToys. I do want to collect the more more JoyToy Warhammer figures. I only have Dark Angels, and they don't have as much compared to the Ultramarines. The Ultramarines are vast when it comes to that. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'll be, just mainly toy news. And the week after that, I will be reviewing another figure. So, also keep an eye out on that. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye.